What if you had a simple, proven, and repeatable 3-step framework to know exactly what to say in your videos to convert cold strangers into paying clients? So number one, your product is not the information you're teaching or the information that's in your course. If you have a high-ticket coaching program or training program, what you're really selling is a result. Second, your marketing strategy should mirror human psychology. And by giving away stuff for free, you're activating what's known as the law of reciprocity. Now, the law of reciprocity states that we naturally feel inclined to give back when we feel that we've been given something of value. So if your content can do that for your ideal prospect, you're gaining their trust, loyalty, and eventually their payment. Now, there are 3 essential segments to any good piece of content that I call the hook, the how, and the now what. The first part is probably the most important to ensure that we not only get people to click on the video, but we get them to stay engaged and view the rest of the video. The opening 5 seconds or so of your video is gaining the viewer's permission to move on to the next part of the video. If you lose them in the first few seconds with a boring intro or a 20-second blurb on who you are and what you do, they're gonna click off your video and move on to the next one. So that means that right away, we need to open up with an attention-grabbing hook and tell them what's in it for them by watching the entire video. The most effective kind of content is educational or a tutorial. And in fact, while over 80% of internet users are on YouTube, so practically everybody, over 60% of those users report watching a tutorial or a how-to video in the last week. So educational content works. And don't be afraid to go deep on the topics. I always get the question, how long should my video be? And while it differs if we're talking about native content on other platforms, specifically when it comes to your pillar content or the main videos that you're gonna house on YouTube, the idea is to give the viewer whatever they need to achieve the promise that you made to them in your hook, however long that ends up being. The third and final segment is the now what, also known as your call to action. What do you want this person to do next? Be sure to have one singular, very clear next step for them to take. The clearer your call to action is, the better. So at the end of a YouTube video, it could be to click the link in the description to view a training you have or download a checklist in exchange for an email. So there you have it, the framework you need to easily script out or outline any piece of content to make sure that it actually converts.